Hey guys, this is Justin for Generic Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Advanced Techniques Guide. In this episode, I will be showing you some redstone techniques that are both helpful and really annoying in Minecraft. So first up is this. This is one of the more basic things you can make. It's called a pulsar. And, well, what it does is, it pulses. This is the fastest you can make something pulse in Minecraft with redstone without it breaking. The reason things break is, see how these torches aren't on? Torches eventually burn out. This pulsar is timed perfectly so that every time one torch burns out, another one will come back to life. What you can do with one of these is, create the most annoying door ever. It'll do that forever. It is really annoying to do that in multiplayer servers, or anywhere really. Just do it in your friend's world. So yeah, that's the first thing you can build. Now these have a lot of uses. You could use them, say, here. This is a pulsar, and I'm linking it underground to a door. This is what they would see from above, and they'd have no idea why the door is doing that. The door is just going crazy. You can do that at the entrance of somebody's house, a mine, anywhere you want to do it. Pulsars can also be linked up to things such as note blocks, and they will constantly make that note. This is also fun, and I showed this in a previous video, that if you hide this in somebody's mine or in a multiplayer server, people will go crazy looking for it. It'll just play this note over and over and over. You can change it by right-clicking, obviously. I showed these lights off in a previous video. These are my minecart kind of cool track lights, but I'm going to explain how they work now. There's two switches. This one will turn all the lights on and keep them on. And if that switch is off, this switch will control whether or not they pulse. This is all off, and that's pulsing. This whole system is controlled, or is started by a 5 clock. That's what this is called. It just keeps the redstone going in a circle and constantly turns this output on and off. This 5 clock is connected to a NOT gate, which only turns on if neither of these inputs are on. That's why this switch right here, when I turn it on, it goes to this redstone, which transfers it up a block and up to here. And since this switch is always on, none of this will ever pulse. If I turn that switch off, you can see up here that this will pulse along with this and opposite. So when that's on, this is off. And it will go all the way down here. These are repeaters. The way you make these is you put redstone into a block, put a redstone torch on top, redstone on top of another block, and then a redstone torch on the side, and keep going. You repeat this all the way down, and each time a repeater's hit, there's a little bit of a delay, which makes it so that it pulses on and off and keeps going down. Each one of these is just wired out the side to a redstone torch down there. The final effect is pretty cool, in my opinion. And yes, that is diamond that I don't really feel like mining. I don't need it. And this is the final effect. You can see when I switch this switch, it turns them all on. This redstone goes up a block there. That block is connected right here, and it constantly has this on, so it doesn't matter what this torch is doing, it'll always be on. Always on. Switch it off, and then they'll be controlled like they were before. If you didn't already know, this stuff that I'm putting down, redstone dust, comes from these blocks right here. They take a little while to mine, but they drop a few redstone dust for each one you mine out. Now, redstone can be used to control minecart tracks like this. I have this. Unfortunately, I'm at the bottom of the world, so it is very, very tough to run redstone cleanly. But if you flip this switch here, you'll notice this track switches over there. See? Now it's right. Now it's left. This allows me to either go and loop back around and turn around on the minecart, or if I hit it, it'll send me off this way and back up to the surface out the second exit. The way this is wired is in this wall behind this switch, there's redstone, and it's just lined up from behind that switch down in a big spiral all the way out here, and it's just lined across the ground, underground, and then right here there is a block, and on the other side of this block is a single redstone torch like this. On the other side of that, the redstone torch is like this, which powers the block above it, like that. And then you see the redstone on top is affected by that. So if I turn the switch off, this would go off. It's not connected, but that's how it works. You can see it right here. Redstone off, track goes right. Redstone on, track goes left. I have the same kind of setup over here, but you can see it a little more clearly. Up, and the track goes left. Down, track goes right. This one's wired pretty similarly, comes out the wall, and it's just redstone wire all the way across the ground, underground, climbs back up right here, and then hits the back of this track. This one's simpler though, in that there is actually no redstone torches used, it's just straight wires. Another use for redstone is in combination with note blocks, you can use it to make music. Listen closely. That is a very rough version of the Simpsons theme. This is basically my doorbell. I hit it, I walk in, and then the Simpsons theme plays. Ignore the inside of my house, it has been severely griefed. The way all this works is downstairs. I have a huge open air setup of repeaters just going all the way across. And at the top of every redstone on these repeaters, you place a note block, set it to whatever note you want, and then when you press the button upstairs, which does the same thing as this one, you can see it run across all these repeaters. For example, this plays the Simpsons theme. If you watch all the redstone closely, you can see it actually move across. One more time. See how the torches turn on and off? That's them playing the notes. You can clearly do a much better job than I've done, and there are people that have. In fact, I'll link one of them that's my favorite. But this is as clear as I could figure it out on my own, and didn't take me much time. Also, I haven't explained this yet. These are super simple, not even really redstone, it's just wiring. This is a plate, or pressure plate. When you step on it, it turns on. When you step off, it turns off. Provides power to all the blocks around it. And when a door gets power, it opens or closes. So when I step on, the door opens. It allows me to walk out without having to open the door. And it allows me to not have to close the door behind me, because it does it automatically. You can make those plates easily by, I'm not even sure at this point, actually. Oh, there you go. 2 blocks. Pressure plate. That one's wooden. You can also do it from stone. Wood ones will be hit by anything, including items or animals. The stone ones will only be activated by you. Another cool thing you can do with redstone is create a hidden room. Right here, it just looks like a wall of paintings. I'm just appreciating art. But in reality, if you flip this hidden switch over here, there's a whole room behind it with a hidden door. Flip the switch back, door locks, no one's the wiser, no one can get through. Flip the switch, and the door opens. Now, I don't know what you want to hide in this room, but maybe if you're playing survival multiplayer or something like that, there's no real reason to have it in single player other than to look cool. The way you make this is pretty simple, though. You start off by going under the block your door's on. You put a redstone under that block, a redstone torch. Dig one down and put redstone down there. It doesn't work if you wire it directly. You have to go one down and then wire the block under it. Then you can go up, lead the wires all the way back to one under this redstone torch. And then this redstone torch is wired to this switch. This switch turns this on. This torch sends it down, which sends it all the way back up to the door and opens or closes the door, depending on which side the switch is on. Another way you can do this is if you have the door locked. Just cover it up if you have the door locked and you can't get in. You can actually completely cover this switch. You have to have the same mechanism in place, or at least have it powered. But if it's locked and you want to get in, you can make it so that you can place a redstone torch under it, and it will let you in. No one can get in, no one knows it's there. Redstone torch lets you through the painting. Cool little trick. Also, the way you get the door to hide is you just take a painting and you keep putting it down until it's one that's big enough to cover the door. And there you go. That's your art collection with a secret hidden behind it. But no one would be able to tell that there's a secret behind this art collection right here, because I clearly took as much time as possible to build this room. Probably would have been better to hide it in the side of the mountain or something. But yeah, you guys get the idea. That's it for this series of redstone tips. Any more you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. Any other Minecraft videos you want me to do, let me know in the comments as well. I will see you guys later.